Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. So you guys, today I want to share with you what happens when you stop smoking weed. Okay, because I recently just uploaded a video, 10 things to remember when you are quitting weed, right? But I remember being curious, what's gonna happen? Like, how am I gonna feel different once I actually stop? And so I hope that this video can encourage you if you're on this journey. If you're new to this channel, we're always talking about like how to glow up, how to love ourselves more, heal ourselves, like real healing. And you guys, I want to let you know that I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I'm just a woman who went on this journey of like self-healing, right? And so I used to smoke weed all of the time, like pretty much daily. It got to the point where it was daily, and I did this for years and years, around 10 years, somewhere like that, throughout my 20s, right? Until I got to a point where I didn't want to smoke anymore. And so I learned how to quit. And I love to share this with you guys because this is the kind of video that I was looking for on my journey. Okay, so make sure you like the video if it helps you in any way and subscribe to this channel. So what happens when you stop smoking weed? Well, the first thing I want to share with you is that, hey, if you smoke, you're somewhat of a rebel. What do they say? Like outlaw? Nah, because it's legal now, like in so many places, right? I grew up in California and I was surrounded by people who smoke weed, people who you don't think would do. And it doesn't really matter your status, how much money you have, what color your skin is, man, woman, young, old, whatever, like it's just everywhere. And don't get me wrong, marijuana as an herb is healing, and like if people have illnesses, they can smoke it and so forth. But this video, and if you're on a video like this, then most likely you've been abusing it and you've just been tied to it, right? I don't like to use the word addicted, but you want to break free. And so that's the first thing that happens when you stop smoking weed. When you do quit, you feel free. So many of us might feel like, okay, I'm so free because I can do it. Like, I don't care if the law says I can or I can't, or I don't care what other people are doing. If I feel like doing this, I like how it makes me feel. It frees my mind. It makes me relax, makes me happy, X, Y, and Z, right? But here's the thing. If you feel like you have to do it, then you're not free. Like if you feel like the only way you can have a good time is if you have weed with you, then that's the opposite of freedom. It's like you're bound to it, you're tied to it. So that's like a positive when you finally stop, is that now you're actually free. You don't have to do it. You don't have to reach for it. You've freed your mind and you've broken that habit. So that's real and true freedom. So what's something else that happens when you stop smoking weed? You're gonna feel lighter in your body, energetically, because weed casts like this cloud of smoke over you, right? Literally, but you can see it, but also you could feel it. Like it could weigh you down, especially if you're smoking an indica or something like that. You might knock out for hours and hours. Oh, half the day is gone, like wasted the day. Munchies, eating a whole bunch of junk food, don't even know that you just ate the whole bag of chips, stuff like that. You're gonna feel lighter when you stop smoking weed. You're gonna literally feel lighter in your body, and it's gonna free up space. You're gonna become healthier without even realizing it. Like if you're smoking it, and this is something I used to not want to face, but it was like, if you're using a swisher, even a joint, whatever, it's like you're harming your lungs. Smoke, right? You're like destroying your lungs. And so I know some people like vape, or maybe they drink the tea, things like that, but regardless, it's like that heavy feeling, like you're high when it's like that kind of like heavy feeling comes up on you and you feel it throughout your body. You're intoxicated with it. So when you stop smoking weed, you just feel lighter energetically. You feel more vibrant. You have that energy back and it's your own. And also you become more aware of your body because now it's not altered by any substance. So it gives you a chance to have a real relationship with your body and feel how you're really feeling, like physically as well. Our bodies are always talking to us, but it's like, can we pay attention? And Are we polluting ourselves, or are we allowing ourselves to be in our natural state? And that's the thing with weed is like, yes, it's natural. Yes, it's grown from the earth, things like that. There's so many ways to justify smoking, but at the same time, there's so many beautiful things that happen when you do stop and you get to be in your true natural state. And there's a difference between using it sometimes for whatever reason versus reaching for it every single day, multiple times a day, and feeling bound to it. There's a difference. So when you stop smoking weed, you're gonna feel lighter in your body, and you're gonna be able to feel how you truly feel naturally, which is important because our bodies are communicating with us. What happens when you stop smoking weed? In the same way, you get to meet the real you, okay? When you're smoking, you are covering yourself with an entity, okay? A spirit, a substance, a drug, okay? Whatever you want to call it. And it's altering you. And some people can use it and feel more bold, feel more wild, feel more whatever the case is. It depends what effect it has on the person. But when you stop smoking weed, you get to discover like who you really are naturally, right? And it's kind of like your real self can be hiding behind the weed, because weed is like a huge way to numb yourself, numb your feelings, and kind of just gloss over things, make you apathetic and not really care too deep. When you stop smoking weed, you get to meet the authentic you. You get to step into this and get to know yourself, the real you, and also whatever it is that's been hiding and being suppressed in your body. And so give yourself this chance to like know yourself and then love yourself, be there for yourself, be like a real friend to yourself, and you're gonna see that you're so dope. Like, you don't need the weed to be more creative or be more you or to be different, because it does make you different. Or some people will say like it draws you out more, but you want to get to a place where you are comfortable enough with yourself to be that way naturally. So it's about building a deeper relationship with your authentic self, really, and not using the weed as like a cover-up, not using it to hide yourself, not feeling like you need it to appear a certain way in the world or to hide from yourself, right? So how do you really feel? How do you really act? What are you really about without it? And this is just a little test for you if you're just curious, like to put it down for a week or two and just see how do you feel. Like, what's your temperament? What are you like? And you might be surprised what's there. But this is the best way to heal yourself, and I'm always sharing this on this channel because it's important, because the world is going to teach you to hide your feelings, that they don't matter, who cares, just be like everybody else. But that's not true. And especially for the men out there, like, society will tell men that they're not allowed to feel and that they got to be strong and just put on this macho man. And we're all humans. Like, it's okay to have emotions. It's okay to have gone through some type of pain or hardship, get angry sometimes. Like, it's part of life. But if you just smoke weed, the problem with it is that it just stays in there, like bitterness, anger, resentment, pain. Like, it could get trapped in there. You could keep carrying it with you year after year. It's like, but if you could just put it down, you're gonna get to know you, and that's the good start. And also, people be trying to blame the weed, like, oh, but I was high. Oh, I did X, Y, and Z because I was high, right? So when you stop smoking weed, it's not going to be the scapegoat anymore. You get to take responsibility for your own life, for your own talents, like everything that you are. Like, you're already enough. You are more than enough without the weed. You're dope without the weed. You're amazing and smart, intelligent, and everything that you think the weed enhances, that is already you without it, right? And so you become more powerful when you stop smoking weed, because you recognize your own energy. You're in tune and in alignment with your natural self, and now you're thinking more clearly. So that's another thing, is that when you stop smoking weed, you start seeing things more clearly, just in plain sight. And this is helpful because weed's gonna cloud your judgment, period, dot, right? I remember when I was smoking a lot, I would think like, oh, it makes me like more deep. I could see into things more deeper and puts me in another dimension and all these things. But here's the thing. God didn't make anybody high. Like, you're not born high, right? So when you put it down and you're just in a sober state, things become more clear to you. The people that you're around, you see like, well, who really has my best intentions at heart? Should I really be around these people? Should I really be in this relationship? Things like that, like things that maybe you missed before because the weed was clouding your judgment. Maybe you were in dangerous situations, but you didn't even see them as dangerous because you was high. Or maybe it's like you want to make a big change in your life, but you've been putting it off because you've been high. Things like that. You know that song, I was gonna do this, but then I got high. Like, it's like that, right? But it's not a joke. I mean, it's not a joke at the end of the day. But yeah, it just helps you see things more clearly, keep it real with yourself, and you deserve this. Like, this is the way, this is the foundation to make more positive changes in your life when you stop smoking weed. Also, when you stop smoking weed, you take your power back, because a lot of us can give our power to the weed. Like, we'll think that we need it to do things better, or we need it to have a good time. We need it to enjoy life, or to soothe our pain, or to sleep, to eat. Like, I've heard so many things that people say about like why they do it. But a lot of times there's deeper reasons, and we can get to those reasons when we put it down, when you're ready to. But if you're on a video like this, then you are. And I just want to encourage you that it's so possible. Try not to see it as like your whole life, right? Because every moment, every day is new. It's just that we have this chance, like each day is a new chance. So like, just take it one day at a time and be like, okay, well, today I'm not gonna smoke. I don't have to think about what about next week. Like, just for the rest of the day, I am not gonna smoke. I'm gonna do something else. That's why I was telling you guys in the last video about finding a new hobby. Not 10, 50 million hobbies, like a new hobby to focus on. And when I feel like smoking, instead, I'm going to do push-ups. Like, instead of smoking weed, I'm gonna go, whatever it is, go play with my kid, go to the park, like going outside, because I always encourage that, because nature is so healing. Like, literally the sun alone is so healing. Being around trees and the fresh air, these are natural ways to soothe yourself. So that's what I wanted to share with you too. What happens when you stop smoking weed is that you learn new ways to soothe yourself, right? Because that's a huge reason why people smoke weed, is to feel relaxed and to ease themselves, any emotional turbulence that's happening. So you can learn new ways, and being out in nature is really big. It's very healing. Grounding yourself, like walking on the grass barefoot, just connecting with the earth, because we're vibrational beings. And so literally, if you put your bare feet on the grass, the earth is going to take away the bad feelings, basically. If you don't believe me, research it yourself. But grounding, like, ground yourself, be in nature. And the cool thing when you stop too is like, you just get to tap into your, like I said, your authentic self, but also your inner child. You get to this place of just like, you just purify yourself. Like, you get back to the real you, and you learn how to have fun naturally. Like, if you're around a body of water, like playing in it, or like playing a sport, just normal things can be more fun. Because see, here's the thing, because weed, it stimulates your mind. Like, it shoots all these chemicals to your brain. It's like fake happy pills. See it like that. I know it's not pills, right? It's all types of stuff out here. But it confuses you, it tricks your mind, and it's releasing, is it releasing serotonin? Chemically, it's making you feel really happy, but the next day you're going to feel depleted, like it's taking it off balance because it's synthetic. It's not real happiness, genuine energy that you're generating yourself. It's the substance, right, making you feel happy. That's going to knock you off balance, especially if you're doing it every single day. And it could take the joy out of life, because if you're used to reaching for the weed to feel happy, then you put it down, you're going to feel extra sad. Like you're going to feel extra low because you've been relying on this substance to generate happiness. So it's just knocking you off balance. So when you stop smoking weed, yes, at first it's going to be hard, but then it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier. It's going to get easier to the point where you're just like, you don't even want it anymore. And this is coming from somebody who smoked for 10 years, but I don't want it anymore. Like, I'm still living in the world. I could go, it's legal where I live. I could go get some right now, or I know people who do it. It's everywhere, but I literally just don't want to anymore because I learned how to feel my feelings. I learned how to be there for myself, soothe myself, and feel happy from my own energy. And so you can too. And so other things you can do to feel peaceful, listen to healing music, like frequencies, 432 hertz or 528 hertz. And this is going to heal your body. The music on the radio is damaging you vibrationally. Look into it. So if you're trying to feel peaceful, you're trying to feel calm, and you don't want to smoke weed anymore, listen to healing music. Go out into nature. Learn how to meditate. This is powerful because you're going to get to connect with God, spirit, source, yourself, your soul. Meditation is powerful. Getting in tune with your body, these things can help you feel peaceful, help soothe you, but they're healthier for you than smoking weed. So the last thing I want to share with you, what happens when you stop smoking weed, is that you just believe in yourself more. And it's true, like, it is a big deal when you stop because it's something new, it's challenging. So when you're able to get over that hump and you do it, you're gonna feel so empowered. You're gonna feel so good about yourself. You're gonna be like, I did it. Yes, like, I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. And so this is gonna encourage you to make other changes in your life. It's gonna have you believe in yourself more. And remember how I told you guys in the beginning how you're somewhat of a rebel if you're smoking weed, like you're just doing your own thing. You're like, nah, I'm free. I'm gonna do what I wanna do, right? And so that's why we don't wanna give our power to a substance. Like, who's stronger, you or the ganja? And if right now the answer is the ganja, like, don't you wanna change that, right? Like, nothing should have control and power over your life. You should be in control of your life, right? So it's mind over matter. You're going to be strong enough to stop because you say so, because you're running the show. This is your life. You're the star of this movie. You're not going to let some herbs run you, right? So don't give your power away. Like, take your power back. You're in control of your own life. So hope this video helped you in some way. Drop me a comment. Thank you guys for your support and for subscribing. Take care of yourself. I'm sending you so much love, power, healing into your life. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.